So let's have a conversation. So I spoke about this in my last video, that I took a trip to San Diego to do a wedding. And before I left, maybe about 2 days before, it was like this fear was coming on me. And I was like, why is this like fear coming? Like the plane is gonna crash or it's gonna disappear. It was like all this fear. And I was just like, what is that? And so the day of, I head to the airport and like this fear is still trying to come in. I'm like, nah, we're not falling for that. And so I get on the plane and I'm praying and I'm praying and I'm praying. And I always pray when I get on the plane. And, I'm speaking in tongues. I am like covering myself extra, me and whoever else is on this plane, the pilot. And I'm on the flight. Everything is fine. I get off the plane and one of the bridesmaids come and pick me up. The second I got in the car, there was someone else that was supposed to pick me up, but this one came to pick me up. And this is the insane thing, is that she said to me it was somebody else that was supposed to come, but it was me that came to pick you up. We instantly started talking, and I have to tell you, it was such a divine appointment from when I got off the plane and got into her car for her to take me to my hotel. And we're talking, and it's like a 30-minute drive. And let me tell you something, it was the most God-filling, Holy Spirit situation going on inside of that car. And at the end, when I got to the hotel, I think I wound up praying over her, if I'm not mistaken. I think I wound up praying over her, and she was like, oh my goodness, this was so amazing. I'm so happy to meet you. The bride is going to love you. Remember, I never met the bride before. So next day is 6 o'clock. I start working at 6 o'clock in the morning. And everyone, like I said in my last video, everyone that sat in my chair was a divine appointment. Now, fast forward. I get home and I share with my daughter the fear that was coming on. But the reason why the fear came in was because the enemy, the devil himself, was trying to stop me from taking this trip. Because he knew if I was going to go on this trip, something was going to shift. So I'm telling my daughter about this trip, and she goes, oh my goodness. She's like, do you know the day you was leaving, fear was coming on me, saying she's never coming back, the plane is going to crash, all these different things. And I was like, what? And I was like, I had the same feeling. And when it comes to God, there is no confusions when it comes to God. And he does not bring fear when he's telling you to do something. So it was so much fear around this trip that I was just like, no, there's something that needs to be done on this trip. So like I said, I go on this trip. It's the most amazing trip. And every last person I spoke to, there was some kind of impact. When I say the Holy Spirit was showing up and showing out on this trip, as I was leaving, they were like hugging me and thank you so much, and you're so encouraging, you're filled with so much wisdom, and God's glory was in that place. And one of the bridesmaids, the one that picked me up, I sent her pictures of her hair today, and she texted me and she said, thank you so much for our conversation. Thank you for you encouraging me. She said, you inspire me so much. And I was just like, wow. So when it comes to God telling you to do something, there is absolutely no confusion. But when fear or confusion comes, that's nobody but the enemy trying to stop you from doing what God has called you to do. It's nobody but him. He's trying to stop you because there's something greater on the other side, or there's a greater assignment that needs to take place. So when it comes to like really thinking and discerning your voice, for those who don't know, God, when it comes to God, there's absolutely no confusion. And if you find a stitch of confusion or fear, anxiety, and panic attack coming in when you need to make a decision or you need to do something, that's not God. Because when it comes in, when He gives you a message, it's comforting. And it actually, you can feel it in your spirit if it's right or not. And it's like I can't describe it, but the way I receive it is, if I know I need to go somewhere and I know, and I'm not sure, I'll try to go in the opposite direction, and it's like, nope, that's the wrong direction, go in that direction. So I pray that this helps someone understand and kind of like discern which voice is speaking, and how God can use you. And remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. And if fear creeps in and confusion creeps in, that means something bigger is on the other side of what God is telling you to do. There's something bigger that needs to be done. So I pray you all have an amazing day and, an amazing weekend. Until my next video.